Hey guys, it's JP, and today I am bringing you a game analysis of a game played back in 1972 in Skopje. I think I'm saying that right. Uh, at the time, it was Yugoslavia, but now I believe that area is Macedonia. So this was the Chess Olympiad played between my favorite GM, Mikhail, and his opponent was this guy, Ole Jakobsen. Again, I think I'm saying that correctly, but I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, so Jakobsen was a Danish player. He was he won the Danish National Chess Championship 3 times. So he wasn't a grandmaster. He was an IM, but still exceptional player. He was really definitely a notable player for sure. So the game started with e4, and Jakobsen is going for a Sicilian with c5. So we got some theory stuff here. They trade. Capturing with the queen is more of a modern thing, but Tall did it back then just because he's tall. Why not? This is normal. So the knight comes out attacking the queen. Queen's got to come back. They got the four knights. And black has this King's Indian fianchetto set up over here. White has kind of an awkward pawn structure, but there's lots of open lines here. Like this bishop's going to be really nice, and he's got to fix this white bishop here. So still lots of options. He develops the last minor piece. And we got some development. White finally castles. So we're developing, and you could see it's still pretty even. The engine likes Tal a little bit more, but it's less than 1. Centralized knight. We got a check, but we could just dodge. And so black's starting to coordinate some stuff. He's got some stuff lining up. So we just get rid of this knight over here, which of course he recaptures with this knight, but this also weakens the king. A knight on this square is a very good defensive piece, and now he's not over there. So we kick this knight away, goes right back. And now we challenge this knight again, forking the queen in here. So we got to take. And now that knight is taken care of. And there's a discovered attack along this really nice diagonal. We're trading off the bishops. White is very slowly chipping away at black's defenses. And so the bishop really has nowhere else to go. You pretty much have to capture. I mean, you could argue that you can go over here, but that would be terrible because now your bishop is blocked in. It's better just to trade off white's monster bishop for black's monster bishop. So this is looking to be a very dangerous game, even though it's same side castling. We have 2 very exposed kings with the queen still on the board. So play must be extremely precise, but such is usually the case in Sicilian games anyway. So now we've removed a pawn from black's king side, and we're bringing our queen in. Stuff's looking dangerous. White continues to infiltrate. We now have an attack on the queen, but we're protected with our queen. But black's does not want to. He's not going to have any of that. He's just also going to continue his attack. And we're lining up. This is the threat. Queen captures right here. So how do we defend? We capture a pawn, or black captures a pawn and eyes this here, looking to trade. Here's an interesting So this is an attraction tactic. White recaptures a pawn and attacks the queen. So we have to capture this here. It gives us time to now put a third attacker on this square. So like I said, this is very, very precise stuff. Black defends, swings his rook over. We're now attacking the queen. Queen has to move somewhere. And the queen is basically forced away from the defense of this square and plays the best move he could find, putting a check on the king, trying to buy some time to reposition the queen, perhaps. We could just sidestep and offering a queen trade here. Tal says, no thank you, I'm going to capture this pawn, baby girl. So black, fearing for the safety of his king, forces, or goes for this queen trade. But once we recapture, you could see we are in a rook and pawn endgame where black seems to be in trouble, even though right now it's 3 pawns. Each side has 3 pawns and 1 rook. Notice all these pawns are on the same rank, and our rook's right here. There's no way to defend all of them. So now it's 3 versus 2. We're up 1 pawn after all that. And this is an interesting point to this game. Normally, Tal's games are super like sacrifice all my pieces and checkmate you. This is more of a, it was very sharp up until the end, very thematic, and now we are finally material up, and it's move 36. So it took a long time, but we're only 1 pawn up. But notice too, we have pawns on both sides of the board, so there's less of a chance for black to draw because we have more of a chance of making a queen. So black plays the only thing he can. We're keeping up the pressure. This is a good move. These pawns can no longer move. Now black is restricted to moving these 3 pieces. White is limiting black's options slowly, and he can take his time because we're up a pawn. Now we start to move our king in, and black's pretty much in almost in a zugzwang here, meaning no matter what black does, there's no way to really eke out an advantage here. No matter what you do, white just has the option to play this waiting move, and you have to now move like one of these pieces. You really don't want to move this pawn because white has a pawn majority over here, separated from this rook. White is just going to win this pawn. So black's pretty much forced to make a rook move here, which does, and that allows us to capture. We have a check, but these are just spite checks. And right here, this is actually the last move of the game. Black did not immediately resign here. White has a decisive advantage, but it's not like a crushing, you're definitely going to win. This is definitely going to take some more time, at least 10, 15 moves or so. So what ended up happening with this game, it was adjourned. They were playing for a very long time up at this point, and that was it's very common in super long time control games for some games to last more than 1 day, more than 1 session. So what they would do is they adjourn the game, and when you come back, you had to write your move down and seal it in an envelope. It's your sealed move. I actually don't know if they still do that today or if that was just an older thing. I just know that this definitely happened for this game. And basically, upon further analysis, Ole said, fuck it, I'm going to resign. And even though he had a sealed move written down, the game did not progress beyond this point. He said, I'm fighting against Mikhail, and there's no way that I could draw being 2 pawns down. It's not going to happen. So that was the game for today. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Subscribe if you like it. I just want to build some interaction with these videos. I want to see what you guys think, what you like, what you don't like. Okay? Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.